I'm legit sweating. It's so freaking hot in here. Holy shoot, man, it's hot in here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Reagan and this is my channel, Rea Rea Reads. And today I'm going to be doing a much needed book unhaul. Yeah. Alright, so to kick us off, I'm getting rid of some of these books because actually I think most of these I have not read and I know that I will never read them. And so I'm giving them away because they just don't need to be on my bookshelf if I'm not going to read them, because that just stresses me out. So let's just get started with the first book. Actually, it's a double whammy on this one. This is the second and third book in a series, and that is the 50 Shades series. So this is 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed. So this is the second, this is the third. I don't own the first, nor do I want to own the first, obviously, because I'm unhauling these. I have never read 50 Shades of Grey. I don't plan to ever read it. I don't need to read it. I don't want to read it. I love romance books, but this just isn't something I'm into. The books that I read have to be a little bit more than just like straight smut. I need some kind of emotional connection. I need something. So these kinds of books just don't seem like they do it for me. I think I watched some of the movies. I don't know if I watched all of them, but I think I watched the last one, and that one was pretty good because it had like a little bit of a suspense to it. Like there was some guy that was like stalking her, and I was like, okay, I can get down with that. But I just know that I'll never read these books, so I'm giving them away to a lovely person who will hopefully want to read these. I am donating all of these books to the little free book libraries that are around my area. I get a lot of my books from there, and so I want to give back and donate all of these to that. So I'm just gonna go kind of spread them around. Me and Griffin go on a golf cart ride like every single night when it gets like cooler outside. So I'll just take this whole stack of books one of these nights and donate them into multiple different free book libraries. So there's my first two. Next up, I have Road Trip Summer by Lauren Barnholt. This is actually two books in one. It is Two-Way Street and Right of Way. I don't know if they're really connected in any way, but they are two books that she wrote that take place on the road. They're both road trip novels. So I think the publisher, whoever printed this book, just put it as like a two-in-one kind of deal and called it Road Trip Summer. So basically I got this book because when I was in high school, somebody told me I needed to read Two-Way Street. They were like, this book was so good. And so I was like, okay, I need to read it just because I trusted that person. But I could never find the book anywhere. It was not in my library. I couldn't find it at any bookstore. I didn't want to pay full price for it. So I just like let it stay on my want to read list. Well, like 4 years later, I finally found it and I was like, oh, I'll get it. But now it's like not my taste of reading, so it's just a little too young for me, and I just don't think I would enjoy it. So I ended up buying it at Second and Charles. Never read it, and it's been sitting on my shelf for like 2 years now. So this is going to a free book library for sure, because I'm never gonna read this. Next up, we have Burn for Burn by Jenny Han. Oh, and Siobhan Vivian, I don't know how to say her name, but this is a YA novel. I think it's about a girl who, it's about a group of girls who have all been hurt by somebody, and they basically get together and revenge plot on all these different people. I don't really know why I bought this book at Second and Charles. I think I got this and the last book on a day where they were doing like a buy two, get one free YA books. So I bought like this one, that one, and like another YA book I wanted. And I never got to this one, and I don't think I'll ever will get to this. Jenny Han is one of my favorite YA authors. She wrote the Summer I Turned Pretty series, which is one of my all-time favorite series, and so I wanted to get this book and give it a chance. I'm sure it would be good. I just don't think I can waste my time, well, not waste my time, but spend my time reading something like this that really just like isn't my style or isn't my genre or isn't my speed, or it's just too young for me. I don't know. I just don't think I'm gonna read this, and I don't want to force myself to read it, so it's going in the giveaway pile. So there's that. All right, we have 3 books left. 2 of them I have not read yet. So actually none of these I've read. So this is really just like I'm giving away, not because they were bad, but because I've never read them. This is Deeper by Megan Hart. I got this book in a free book library. I just picked it up and like, it was like, it looks like a romance, I'm taking it. So I went away, took this book and read the back, and I'm pretty sure it's about a ghost, and she like falls in love with this ghost. And I was like, not my thing. not my speed, can't get down. So I don't think I'm gonna read this. I'm pretty sure it's this woman who's like in her 40s as well, and like that's just a little too old for my like what age range that I read. So she like is married too, I'm pretty sure, and she like goes to this like cabin and she like meets this, runs into this guy that she like used to be in love with or had a secret obsession, and anyways, he's dead though, so like I'm pretty sure it's a ghost. I don't know, it's just like, this just is not my style. I mean, she's married, so it's cheating, and then also it's a ghost. So is it cheating? I don't know, but it's a ghost, so it's just like weird. I just don't care to read it. So there's that. Next up, we have Reflected in You by Sylvia Day. I've heard this is like a 50 Shades of Grey remake, and we already know how I feel about 50 Shades of Grey. So I won this book in a Facebook group that I'm in. They do like every first Friday of the month, they do like giveaways. People can give away books that they own, stuff like that. And I won this book accidentally, and I didn't even really want it, but I took it and I was like, oh my God, thank you. So this book is gonna go to a free book library. I never really care to read this series. It's just like a billionaire who falls in love with a small, quiet, young girl, innocent girl, and it's just like 50 Shades. I just don't have the patience for this, so there's that. And lastly, I saved a book that I actually did read to let go of. So this book is Breathe Into Me by Sarah Fox. I bought this book, I'm pretty sure, no, I don't know, maybe it is a romance. I don't know if this is YA or if it's like a romance, but this book is about a girl. I literally don't even remember because I read this like 3 years ago. So this girl lives in like a trailer park. She has like a really crappy life. She has like no money. She like works at a diner, I'm pretty sure. But she meets this guy who's an outsider of the small town who's like mansion sitting for these people. And basically they fall in love, but this book was just not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be deep and emotional, but it just like wasn't, and I didn't really like it at all. I don't know if you have read this and you liked it, then congrats. I feel happy for you. I don't mean to offend anybody. I really don't. Also, that's like a PSA. If I offend anybody who loved any of these books, please do not be offended. It's just not my reading taste, so that's why I'm letting go of these books. But this book specifically, I just did not enjoy, and so I'm letting go of this one. So I also considered letting go of, I don't even know what it's called, but I read it in June, I think. Oh, it's like Twice as the Charm. I don't know. Let me find it. Oh, here it is. The Charm of You by Jennifer Probst. I read this book and gave it like 2 stars. It was actually the worst book ever. But there was like 3 quotes in it that were really, really, really good. So I tabbed them, and I'm keeping it because I tabbed them and I want to keep these quotes that I loved. But this was a really bad book. So I considered letting go of this one, but I decided against it because I want to keep these quotes that I did tab. So anyways, this one is in fact staying on my bookshelf. But that is all for my book unhaul. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. It really helps me out in my YouTube making videos. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.